Lowcountry family accuses Charleston Police Department of ignoring protocol they claim could have saved a man's life. Police took Nathaniel Rhodes into custody for drunk driving after a wreck last fall. He died 4 days later from injuries sustained in that wreck. Now state police are investigating how Charleston police handled that case. We have team coverage of this story. First, a look at the case itself. This sled investigation was announced more than 6 months after the incident took place, just 2 days before an NBC News investigation into the case aired on nightly news. The family is wanting answers why 58-year-old Nathaniel Rhodes was first taken to Charleston Police Headquarters instead of the hospital. Surveillance video from inside police headquarters also raises questions about the care the father of 3 received in custody. You can see EMTs laughing and joking while Rhodes was clearly suffering and vocalizing his pain. Attorney Justin Bamberg said today Rhodes' death could have been avoided.
He deserved to be treated like a human being. And as he sits in this jail right now, with paramedics dancing around him, with people laughing at his pain and suffering and his anguish, with law enforcement trying to coerce him into signing some paperwork under the threat of you ain't getting no medical treatment if you don't.
Attorney Justin Bamberg says following the accident in August, he requested 4 body camera videos mentioned in the police report. 4 months later, he learned 2 of the videos were lost due to software issues, and the other 2, the city says, were labeled routine traffic accidents, so they were deleted due to storage practices. Now the investigation has been transferred to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, also known as SLED. News 2's Natalie Price has the latest on the police department's decision and their response to these accusations. Natalie.
Hey, Sophia. Well, this decision was all about objectivity, getting an unbiased organization to conduct this investigation. The Charleston Police Department was provided with a document raising questions about whether or not its officers followed proper procedures when the driver was not transported to the hospital, but to the police station for a breathalyzer examination. This case was immediately transferred to SLED by Chief Luther Reynolds, who believed this incident needs to be investigated independently. One major question in this case is a medical form that should have been signed by the patient, but instead was signed by a Charleston police officer. We spoke to Chief Reynolds about this. Here's some of what he said.
Once we came upon this form, I was alarmed, and I called Chief Keel, and he agreed to do an investigation, and in fact sent some of his investigators to the city that following day, Saturday morning, and they've been investigating this ever since.
Chief Reynolds also says that as soon as they became aware of this incident, an internal investigation was started, but again, that has been transferred to SLED, and we'll hear more from the chief tonight at 5. In Charleston, Natalie Price, Count on 2.
Natalie, thank you. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office is also investigating Charleston EMS's department, which was also involved in the case. Of course, we will keep following this story, and we'll bring you the very latest both on air and online.